Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at Jodah Legendary Humans. Because we played it in the very beginning of the season and people always kind of go, well, yeah, that's before the format was blah blah, like it's probably no good anymore. Honestly, it might be. I don't know. That's why we make these videos, so we can find out. But I think we've actually learned some things in the last 3 weeks about different cards that we like that we overlooked in the beginning that actually are still going to give it a chance. So let's go take a look and see what this crazy 5-color pile of Legends looks like for where we're at now in Standard. Alright, if y'all would be so kind and support the channel, hit that join button down below. I got some freebies and extras and other stuff that comes with that for you. But if you don't even do that and you want to take care of your own things, check out not even shop anymore, it's just ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. You'll save 5% at checkout and they'll give me some support here at the channel. Okay, so again, beginning of the season, we tried this out. It was very solid. We did some big crazy things. However, there's some cards we wanted to take out of that list and things we want to introduce to the list just because we've learned some things over the last few weeks. We've seen what the metagame shaped up to be, and that makes us want to play different cards. So to that end, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with 4 Thalias. Again, we're playing mostly creatures here, so Thalia is not going to hurt us all that much. But there's so many spells being played early that could pick off your creatures. That also slows down stuff like Invoke Despairs and Lilianas and whatever. So definitely want to play 4 of those. We're going to go ahead and play 2 Dinniks. As it turns out, Dinnik's been very good for us. Just gaining this extra life, especially when you can pump it up huge and get some late game hits in. And you can be played out of the graveyard as a flyer, which is also a bonus. Catilda, obviously, because she helps us make mana and cast all of our other things, and just about everything we're playing, except for a couple, are humans, so that works out great. Adeline, obviously, we're playing humans, we're playing legends. You want to go ahead and play this, because they're going to have a big power creature. Usually, Adeline's going to be like 5+ a lot of times, and we have multiple ways to make tokens. Speaking of which, one of those ways to make tokens is Jaren. Why is Jaren being added to the list? Well, for a few reasons. One, Jaren comes in with the token, so if your opponent decides to play, let's say, I don't know, Liliana, right? So you turn 2 creature, turn 3 Jaren, your opponent kills one of your creatures, they play Liliana, you can get rid of the token, keep a Jaren. Now you can start, or keep your other creature if it's not Jaren. Then you start playing more stuff. Now, it also gives you a little bit of protection, right? Let's say you have something like Thalia that they really want to kill, or even Catilda for that matter. Well, now you're going to get a token because they killed your creature. So now you're able to start going wide as well. Now, we're only playing 1 Jaren, but it is pretty sweet. And you do have the ability to give something lifelink, which is also pretty important as well against the early aggro decks. Something that people don't think about much. And Jaren is actually a 2/3 body, which is solid. Speaking of more 2/3s for 3, we have King Darien Extra Large, the 8th. Everybody bow and respect. So this card, not the pinnacle end-all be-all in this deck, but it does make Dinnik more threatening and you gain more life. Makes Thalia first strike. It just gives you that little bit of extra early on to kind of help you hold on. And can sacrifice to protect tokens, which could possibly come from Torrens. Now, I will admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Torrens, and he may not survive the video, to be real. But you know what? We're going to give it a try, because if we do get to start going wide, just every token is huge. And on top of that, King Darien might protect them. So, I don't know, but I wanted to find out. So we're going to play 1 Torrens, because he is legendary, so, you know, why not? Lagrella. It's funny because, you know, early on, we were like, Lagrella's confusing. This card does what? You know, whatever. But here, it's actually the perfect card we want to play. It's a 2/3, which oftentimes can be bigger. If we want to protect something smaller, for instance, or something we'd like to have post-sweeper, maybe we protect our King Darien or maybe a Torrens or whatever, so we can start rebuilding our board if something were to happen. Is pretty cool. But yeah, not bad at all. And here's a cool thing with this card. Like, let's say, example, you're playing against somebody who's got, I don't know, Brutal Cathars, maybe. Well, you can remove one of their creatures and remove one of your creatures. So then if they do remove this, you don't lose all that value because whatever you removed comes in with 2+1/+1 counters on them. So you have a bigger creature that now they're kind of forced to deal with or block in some way as well. So that's kind of a cool thing. There's also some weird scenarios where maybe you need to play another legend, so you hide a legend under it for safekeeping for later. Like, there's some weird scenarios that you could work out, but it's actually a pretty cool card in here. We're also going to get to play with 2 Shanna Purifying Blade. Again, it's another life gainer. It's a 3/3 for 3, but most importantly, it's a way for us to get cards, because we don't have a ton of those in the deck, so this is actually pretty nice. Then we're going to try out a couple of Mirror Box, partly because it makes all of our legends non-legendary, and it just pumps up legends for each legend, which is great, because why not? So you get to make your creatures bigger. It's like having a spare Darien, but it's harder to kill. And like I said, just makes your stuff to where you can have extra copies, which is super nice. So yeah, we're going to give it a go. And really right now, people aren't playing a ton of way to kill artifacts outside of like Beseiju. So you kind of get away with some stuff here. Playing one Rathadrabix of our board. Not a human, by the way. Just want to point that out. He is a zombie wizard, but hey, if your opponent sweeps your board, well, you get dudes back. They're 2/2s, but they still have all the abilities of their legendary past lives or whatever. I don't know how we reference that. But yeah, still wanted to give this a go. I like having some sweeper protection between this and Jaren, which, by the way, if you have this and Jaren together, is hilarious because then you get all those 2/2s and the 1/1s, and then you probably still get to end the game, which is kind of awesome. But we are playing a couple of Urtai Resurrected. This is a card that we didn't give a lot of respect to at the beginning of the season when we built this deck. And it turns out just having a creature that happens to be legendary and as a counterspell is pretty sweet. Or able to get rid of a problematic blocker. It also can get rid of something like Shieldred. And arguably, maybe this list needs to have a fourth one of these. I don't know yet, but we're going to find out. Halana Nalena. We really like this card still. No way we weren't going to play it. The only real downside, I would say, to Halana Nalena is you can pick this off with Cut Down. Because it does have exactly 5 total power and toughness. So that's a little annoying. But if you do have a Mirror Box or you have a King Darien or whatever already in play, it comes into play at a larger size and you don't have to worry about it as much. Additionally, if you do have one of those things in play, Halana Nalena actually gets to pump something else for 3 or 4 or whatever, which is actually pretty damn cool. So you get to make really large creatures really fast. Now, we are going to try one Ajani Sleeper Agent, mostly as another way to get cards in hand. Because, again, we're talking about not having a ton of options for that. And with our deck being mostly creatures, I believe outside of the Mirror Boxes and the Ajani, I think everything else is creatures. So this kind of increases the odds that it's going to be a land or a creature on top of the library. So you should hit more often than not. But, you know, we'll find out. I think it's still worth it. And in a pinch, you can just put +1/+1s on stuff to keep things alive. Then, of course, Jodah, the master, the thing we're playing this for. And remember, Jodah also triggers on things like Ajani, because Jodah doesn't say legendary creature, it just says legendary spell. So that does make a difference there. So if you wanted to play other Planeswalkers or something as well, which is something we could talk about, could be worth playing here. Now, admittedly, you know, Thalia could slow it down or whatever, yeah, it's whatever. But something to consider. So anyway, let's get into the lands. We've got 2 Igandro, 1 Otawara, 1 Beseiju, 2 Caves of Koilos, 1 Carplusian Forest, a Sundown Pass, 4 Overgrown Farmland, 2 Yavimaya Coast, 4 Jetmir's Garden, 4 Plaza of Heroes, and 4 Secluded Courtyard. And don't forget, Plaza Hero has some protection abilities that are very, very good. So keep that in mind when you're trying to use your mana properly in this deck. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to go play some games. But what we want to be discovering is, are the new cards we're adding in, like Urtai Resurrected, worth it? Is something like Mirror Box still the card we want to have in that spot? And do we care very much about things like Jaren or Torrens? And do we want to replace them with something else? So lots of things to check out in this video. Hopefully those cards come up and play and we can talk about it. But y'all go enjoy these games and I'll catch up with you on the back end of the video and we'll talk about updating this thing. All right, we go first. We'll keep it. This actually works out perfectly well. Looks like our plan is going to be Thalia into King Darien, and then probably... Ooh, that's not bad. That'd be great to have later. And then probably Mirror Box. King Darien Extra Large the 8th. My bad. I gotta say his whole name. Y'all know how it is. Alright. Are we good or not? King. Are you gonna Fading Hope that? Yeah, okay, sure. You got it. You did a thing. Pass the turn. So now next turn, since they likely are playing counters or something. Oh, I was going to say, we're going to throw out Thalia as bait, but I guess not now. I mean, no need to get all silly. So, yeah, I think we just throw out Halana Nalena and just say this is the time we're going to be able to resolve it. So, yeah, put some counters here. That's a big old 5-ball. Let's do it. All right. Even if they bounce Alana and Elena here just to force through some damage with Adeline, we still got a 5-power thing on the board, so we're happy with that. Yep, you get to destroy it. Sounds good. Alright. They may have another Fading Hope. We'll find out. Ooh, that ain't bad, though. So we kind of get to test the waters here first. Let's see. Do you have any? Nope, no Fading Hopes. Alright, well, do we go ahead and cast Lagrella, or do we care? I mean, I guess we could Lagrella like a token. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I guess. And nothing else? No, just attack with King Darien. Okay. Tis what it is. Not really sure what the opponent's deck is, other than just blue-white. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a good one. Ooh. This we are probably putting back. This is not nearly as good. Would like if we don't have a 2-mana thing, we have to have a real compelling string of cards, and I think having both Jodahs in hand does not meet that requirement. Alright, so we're gonna mulligan. This is definitely better. Just what are we keeping? Probably Shanna, I guess? Because Shanna might result in cards. Though, not gonna lie, King Darien plus Helena is pretty hot, but we're just gonna say done. Alright, let's see what the opponent is up to in this one. Alright, so we found our mana. That's the good news. We can kind of sort of pseudo curve out if we're lucky. Ooh. Damn. Instinct says I want to play Catilda, but I'm not going to. I'm going to play Thalia. And just kind of bank on the fact that if they have something to kill Thalia, it's going to take this turn to get rid of her. Or you have that. That's an answer. That's definitely a thing you can do. Okay, let's do this. Call human. Let's attack. I mean, I may just be setting up 2 creatures to get killed here, to be honest. Oh, do they got something? You definitely don't want to block opponent. Like, you don't want to do that. We got first strike. That would be really bad. And the main reason I'm attacking here is because we really don't get to block with it anyway. Like, the opponent's either going to have some spell to kill Thalia and attack for 3, or they're just going to use their Bloodline Harvester and kill Thalia anyway. So either way, I'm not going to get to do much with it on this turn. I mean, there's some scenarios, I guess, where I could, but they're very, very low percentage. The only thing I'm hoping is maybe their only other kill card is something like, B5 total power or less or something, and they can't kill Shanna. And then Shanna into Helena and Elena. Well, I don't know, because we'll have to see. Because you have to worry about Helena and Elena getting hit by cut down. That's real. So it's really going to depend on what their turn looks like and what they do. Alright, I don't know what's going on. I guess the opponent's connection's bad or some such. Alright, so we knew they were going to kill Thalia. That's not a surprise. It's just what happens to Shanna, if anything, here. Okay, they're digging. Okay, so they're doing the whole Reanimator thing. Alright, that's a thing that happened. I mean, here's kind of the reality to our situation. If they decide to reanimate that big boy, we need to be able to make this into a 7 to fight it, possibly, or greater. So this is what we're going to go with. Okay, they take 5, go to 14, we go to 25. We can't pay anything, so we'll just decline. Let's see if they got the reanimation spell or not. They don't. Okay, so we have another turn. Okay, they're dead. Oh my goodness, this is a straight mulligan. That's just okay, cool. We'll keep this, I guess. Whew. Jetmir's Garden? Maybe? Yeah, sure, alright. Ooh, don't make me regret this deck. What you got for us? What you got for us? Okay, so some type of white aggro deck. Fair enough. Okay, that card's not bad. That can give us some opportunity. Honestly, no, if we were to find... Yeah, we're not blocking. That'd be silly. Ah, dang it. I was kind of hoping they didn't have that. Because even if it was like Cathar, we can get into like silly Cathar shenanigans or whatever, but this hurts way more. I mean, the plus side, we can get King Darien down, so that's something for next turn. Because they're probably going to take Lagrella, or at least make Lagrella cost more. That's what I would assume. That's where I would be at. But maybe they're not. The problem is we don't have a fourth mana, so even if we were to draw something like Catilda, we may end up having to play that first. Since we're at enough life and just try to buy room for the other cards to come down. Though I get the opponent pausing here, because, I mean... Really, King Darien's like the weakest card in the hand, but like you don't necessarily want us to have Halana and Elena pumping our team. You don't want us to have Urtai like killing something important. Granted, those are each a turn away, so I think the card to take here is probably just Lagrella. I think. Because otherwise, I just like, I don't know, Lagrella, take your Peacekeeper and then attack for 2, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Nothing else really made sense there. And then we'll just pass. There's no reason to attack. We're definitely not on the beatdown side of things at the moment. And this could just be Brutal Cathar as well, but... looks like it's not. Okay, you're going to pump that up. That makes sense. Alright, sure. Yeah, we take a beating. I'm into it. Take our 5. What else you got for us? Restoration. Okay, that's not so scary. That's more than fine. We can live with that. Come on, untap land. That's what we need here. Big untap land. Ooh, bingo. Yahtzee, as they say. Alright, now I just gotta figure out, is it better to play an Urtai? Or better to play Alana and Elena. Because Alana and Elena gets to put 3 counters on something. That makes this a big boss of a creature. I think, though, we want to Lagrella. Because you can't use Summoning Sickness creatures for that. So I feel like this is fine. Oh, can I not play that? Oh, I forgot. I was like, what am I doing? Yeah, obviously. That costs more mana. Duh. Alright. Let's just do this. We'll get the Peacekeeper out of the way. Like, you can have a card. It's all good. Alright. We're attacking with this one. Alright. In the turn. They get to discard something to put into play, which is, who knows what it's going to be. They have a pile of cards. Alright, that thing's actually pretty good. Don't have anything in the yard, though. Another Anointed Peacekeeper? That would actually make sense. Now, they don't know we have another Urtai either. That's, you know, insurance, I guess. They might be thinking about... Okay, they just gave up. That was weird. Ooh. You know... Wow. Oh, this pains me to keep. I'm going to keep, though. I'm going to keep. We got to find out for science, right? Always for science. Let's keep it. And who knows? Maybe we draw something out of it. I mean, because we have 2 courtyards. We can cast practically everything in the deck. So, yeah, let's go for it. I think we still try to lead with Thalia, then follow up with Catilda. But we'll see. Oh, especially against red decks. That's for sure. Yeah, Catilda's going to live all of, like, 0.2 seconds. So that's not going to be a thing. All right. This is going to make these 2 Jodahs not very good at all. The only thing we can hope is that by playing Thalia into Catilda, we slow the opponent's draws down enough or force them to do stuff to our other cards that we can somehow buy enough time. That's literally it. Like, we've got nothing else beyond that. Yeah. Sadly, I think it has to be this. Just because if they do have a burn spell, hopefully it costs 2, and they have to take their whole turn to kill Thalia to buy us a little bit of time. Because that's really all we can hope for here. If it's anything else, it's just bad for us. Alright, Stormseeker. Annoying, but we could at least tolerate that for the time being, I guess. It is what it is. Take 6, go to 10. Probably just die next turn. Okay, that might be something. Maybe one day. Ooh, actually, you know what? If we can get this to resolve, we can use this to kill something, because this reduces the cost of it. Oh, no, but we'd have to pay an extra one because of Thalia. Oh, dang it. No, that would make it cost 1, and then we'd still pay. All right, cool. I mean, I guess technically we could do that. That's a thing. Problem is, we kind of have to make that decision on playing Catilda or playing this thing. I don't, gosh. Okay, I don't think Catilda's going to live, but there is a world where maybe they try not to kill our things and their plan is just to run us over. And then if that's the case, we do actually get to resolve something and get to go Jodah and hopefully have a wall. I don't know. We're going to be hoping for a lot. We ain't got nothing else, though, so it's hopes and dreams, my friends. I'm assuming Raiju here. But it's kind of all we can do. And we're only at 10, too. That's the other problem. Like, yeah, there's a Raiju. We're going to take some damage here. Probably at least 2 just off the top. So, yeah, this is not great. Yeah, I think we're just dead next turn. I mean, they might decide to put a +1/+1 on the etchings. Which, okay, that would have been kind of interesting. Yeah, exactly. Make that to where it's harder to block. That makes sense. Yeah, we're kind of dead no matter how we do this. Alright, cool. We're dead. Yeah, we pretty much have to keep this one. There's zero reason to throw this one back. I mean, we get to play a Dinnick. If Dinnick dies, we get to play Lagrella. If Lagrella dies, we get to try something else. I say try something else. The plan doesn't go further than that right now. But for now, it's Dinnick. Dinnick can be played out of the yard, though. So that's fine. And I don't even mind Lagrella, because Lagrella can reset this after it gets bigger next turn. So that's actually pretty sweet. Or I guess we can get rid of a Death Touch thing. That'd be nice. Ooh, but there is Thalia. Alright, I'm actually going to go with Thalia here. Reason being, if they have removal, it's going to take them more of their turn. So there's no chance for them, like, I don't know, play another champion and a removal spell or something. This just eats their turn if they want to kill Thalia. I mean, if they don't, I mean, alright. What happens here? Why are we doing this? Alright, I mean, I guess. We were going to cost them a card this turn anyway. Oh, they didn't have anything. They just let it die. Did they forget Thalia had first strike? I don't know what happened there. I literally just blocked because I'm like,
I'm your huckleberry.
Right? And just let it be. I don't know what just happened. I think that was a shame concede. Ooh, boy. I'm going to mulligan. Okay. Not the best. Not the best, I'm not gonna lie. You know, let's go ahead and just get rid of this Yavimaya. We'll keep these secluded courtyards and stuff. That'll probably get us to where we need to go. All right, here comes good old Catilda. Question is, does Catilda survive? Looks like Catilda does survive. Why, Jodah? Why did you just have to show up there? That's not what we were looking for at all. Also human. But the concern I have is I don't think I want to play a second Catilda into that. So I'm going to do this. Just get in there for 2. And if they have something to kill it, they kill it. They did not. I was like, man, that could have also been like, what's her name? Liliana or something. And that would have sucked a little bit. Not going to lie. If I do this, and it's still not enough mana. It's not the right numbers. Okay, cool. I guess this is where we're at. End the turn. Man, needed a land pretty badly there. Land to just get a Jodah down while the opponent was tapped out would have been beautifully ideal, but obviously isn't now. All right, briefcase. So now they have every color. Into another treaty. All right, so they are trying to do ramp up for something. I don't know what we're ramping toward. I mean, these things on the back are equal to the number of lands, right? Oh, no, that's not what that is. That's the other thing. Okay, cool. All right, well, we do get a chance for ooh. Halana and Lena, that's spicy. All right, I guess we just do this and just make our team big as hell. I don't know. Keyword big. It's just going to have to be good enough. Yep. You got a 6/6. Yeah, I did not think that was going to survive, but that's fine. Like, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. All right. Okay, our turn. I think we're going to wait on Jodah. And I think we're going to do this. See if this works. We're going to pump King Darien. Mostly because we want to keep the heat off Catilda. And we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I mean, if we just play this right now, maybe that was a bad plan. Maybe I was supposed to play this first and then just put the counters on it from Halana and Alana. Would have been smarter, especially knowing how big this is going to get. But like, what are they playing? Are they going to sweep the board here? That would suck. I don't think they are. I'm going to gamble that they're not sweeping the board. I don't think that's what they're about right now. Now they're going to call my bluff and make me look stupid. But yeah, hey, stuff happens. All right, they're going to go draw some cards. Please feel free to kill my Halana and Elena. I would not be upset about such situations. Oh, no. No. Oh, how sick. Pilfer. Wow. How gross. How gross. Okay, then. Things happen. We've only got a couple of turns now. We might die to this angel. That's so gross. Yeah, sure. We'll just pass. No blocks. Well, that's not going to be very helpful. Actually, that's not totally true. We could block with Alana Lena because we can use Catilda. So that's a thing that's true. All right. Let's... Do we just continue to pump King Darien? Nah, we pump one of these knuckleheads. All right, attack with this. All right, they're chump blocking. Fair enough. Okay, Let's see what happens here. God, I got too safe. I should have just played the damn Jodah. Ah, serves me right. Gosh dang it. That just hurts my soul so much, y'all. Oh, I just realized. I could have actually attacked with the thing because Halana and Lena could have tapped to themselves. Oh, that's a silly mistake. Alright. Well, did that work? Looks like it did work. Alright. Now what? Alright, another one of those things. So yeah, I could have attacked with another big creature last turn. That was definitely my fault. Alright, opponent didn't have an extra removal card, which is great. I don't necessarily want to use Lagrella on that, because that just makes things not so happy. Because we give them back a thing that gets shields, and that sucks for us. So, I don't know, let's get rid of this thing. And submit 0 for our side. Alright. What you got? They're going to sack it to draw a card. Sounds like a plan. We're going to put counters here. We're not killing anything? Alright. I mean, I'm setting myself up to die. If you got it, you got it. Nope, looks like we got it. Okay, that was a strange game, but we'll take it. Mulligan. Oh, that's worse. Oof. Yeah, I guess that's gotta go. Wow. That doesn't feel great. Does not feel great. That feels worse. Oh, no. Come on, give us like Catilda or something. Oh, gosh, we can't play that either. Might as well put this in, play tapped at this point, because, I mean, we're not casting anything. We're playing against that. Yeah, we're not going to beat that. We needed a 2-mana thing there. If not, they just get to do whatever they want here. Like, yeah, you get to slowly counter all of our things or whatever and just make us feel miserable. Like, it's all good. Like, here you go. King Darien, likely getting countered. Nope, they're just going to draw cards. All right, hey, good for you, Darien. King Darien extra large is the 8th. I don't want him coming after me for not saying his whole name. But yeah, this draw did not hit well. We definitely are bugging here. Like, I don't know what's going on. All right. Yeah, sure. You got it. Plaza Heroes. All right, cool. What am I aiming for? I guess we go ahead and try to hit... that doesn't really work. It's weird. We almost have to try to do one of the... I guess we just go with this first. Sure. No way this is resolving, but, like, we got to do it anyway. Yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll attack. All right, so here's the plan. Next turn, we're going to try to get them to counter Catilda and then lead with Lagrella. And then maybe in some magical Christmas land, we get to resolve Jodah after that. I got no idea, but it's a plan. You know, sometimes you just got to shoot for the moon, I guess. Though, let's think about this. I've got an Iganjo. So it's possible we could try to cast Lagrella, and then if it doesn't work, we could just Iganjo their thing when they attack. Alright, sure. This likely gets countered, right? Syncopate for 3? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. I don't know what their hand is, but it wasn't an instant counter, so that's not awful. Okay, reinforcements. That sounds cool. Oh, we're going to play the counter for number of creatures? Oh, no. Just make disappear and sack. Okay, all right. I can respect that. That makes sense. Sure. Decline. Yeah, that resolves. Let's go ahead and stick this guy while I can. And then we'll just stay to block, I guess, because I don't think we're winning. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you deal with our Catilda, that's fine, whatever. In the turn. Again, I could have left mana up to try to get their Fairy Vandal or whatever, but yeah, you know. That's not the type of Magic we're playing right now. Yeah, and this lets us sneak Jodah down, right? We'd have red... We have green, white from those. We can get red from... Oh, actually, we wouldn't be able to. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because we can get green, white. We would need red, blue. Ah, we'd be short. We can't. We can't cast Jodah. Damn it. We need a black or a blue land in some capacity. All right. I guess we just got to do what we can do here. Is what it is. They want to overcharge Amalgam. All right, cool. Those are words. All right, we're only at 12, so we do have to be a bit careful here. No attacks. Man, I don't even know. I think we still have to kill the Fairy Vandal because that has potential to be worse. Which kind of sucks because it's bad math for us, but yeah, whatever. Alright, we go to a whole 9. I don't know how we're getting out of this, but gotta hope for the best. That kind of, sort of helps. I mean, I guess we gotta try. I assume it's not gonna work, but like, what else are we gonna do? It'd be amazing if it does. I can't imagine it does, but you know. Like, please don't hurt us. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. All right, they go to 5. Why did our Jodah stick? What are you going to do here, opponent? Draw cards? Okay, pets. We can't block those, so that's relevant. And those are blockers for next turn when you're at 5. That's pretty good. Especially when we're only at 9. So we go to 6. That's a real problem. Hey, double blockers, but those are unblockable, so that's not awesome. We do this first, I guess. I don't know. We might find something awesome here. All right, Dinnick, you ain't the worst. I mean, we can also give something lifelink now, so you know we're a long way from dying, so that's actually pretty cool. Does this have to be as a sorcery? No. All right, cool, sweet. Yeah, you got it.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't use this because I have to wait. Yeah, I have to pay 3. Where can I get 3 from? These guys, I can't, right? Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have the mana for that. That makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, all right. You get it. We're still gonna pay though and make this thing. All right, buy ourselves some time there. Guess I should have been a little less eager to put those creatures out pre-combat. Should have just played the Jaren and left the mana open, but didn't really matter. We got out of that one anyway. Terrible for some reason. I probably have to hold that here. We could probably just play Thalia. It's probably all we're doing. Yeah, that's it. Just Thalia. I was debating doing something else, but yeah. And since they're playing enchantments, they likely aren't going to be able to do much. Okay, well, that's a problem. Do we just kill that guy? Because he's super annoying if we don't. Alright. I hate wasting this, but I know that it's the right thing to do. If they have another one, it's just pretty bad for us, but whatever. Alright, come on, deck. Let's find some lands so we can play 2 spells this turn. That works. And I'll probably play it because we're not going to get to kill much with that, I don't think. So let's go ahead and just play Shanna. And let's play King Darien. And pass. Now we just need to find a Jodah. It'd be all good. Not really. They have so many exile enchantments, like, Jodah wouldn't do much here. Yep, Leyline. Going after, let's see. Probably Shanna? I don't know, maybe Thalia. Just making their hands terrible, but who knows? Alright, we can live with that. Pass. Alright, they got 4 cards left and a pile of mana. We can also sacrifice and make something untargetable here, so that's our other option. Oh, wedding announcement. That's kind of annoying. Okay, sure, you got it. Oh, man. Really? Alright. I also skipped through. I thought we were going to the end phase, but they had already skipped through, so I didn't get to put counters on my stuff. So that was a mistake. I gotta slow down. I've been clicking too fast lately. But let's see. Alright, Spirited Companion, you got it. Yeah, this is tough, because our creature should definitely be bigger here. Could also be making tokens for King Darien, which could matter also. But the opponent's got a lot of mana and 3 cards. Let's see what they decide to do. Another Leyline Binding. Alright, sure. Who you got? Probably Catilda? I don't know. I mean, Thalia could just be making their life real bad. I don't know. Am I just blocking with King Darien here? Probably. Yeah. Alright. Just keeping our life total somewhat relevant while we look for other key cards, which are not that. I can't really cycle this. Alright, I'm just going to pass, because we do have enough 2-mana things that we could find something and then cycle this next turn. But, like, if not, we're just going to die anyway, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. But our Thalia being smaller is an issue. You know, we could have had a bigger King Darien, maybe possibly double block that earlier. So, not putting those counters on really does make a difference. Alright, this feels like a trap, but whatever. Oh, it's just so they had something in the graveyard, I guess. So they can get it back. That's fine. I mean, we're dead anyway, so, you know. I mean, I guess we could get Lagrella. Would be a thing. Or you. Okay. You have words that matter. Respect that. Alright. Ooh, that sucks. Alright, well, as soon as they play that, all we can do is hope to kill the thing they put it on or we're dead. Hopefully they get greedy and put it on a Kami, but I doubt they will. Yep, Generous Visitor. Nah, now you get smart. You just put it on the 3/3 opponent and just kill us. Alright, that's what you do. Yeah, our hand did nothing there. Dang, we're gonna mulligan. I can't do anything with 3 Jodahs in my opener. Who do they think we are? Alright. Put that into play. Hopefully draw a 2-mana thing. We failed miserably. Alright, well that sucked. I don't know what we're going to try to get away with here. Man. Play Torrens, who probably just dies to a burn spell. I would assume that's the case. Oh, Sacred Fires. That's not how I thought this was going to go down. So this is probably not even at all what we thought. Yeah, okay, sure. At least Sacred Fire can't kill that. Okay, blue mana. That's probably something now that could kill this. Hurloon him? What the hell? Alright, sure. You did a thing. What are people playing these days? Alright, I'm just gonna roll with this. Like, if you got something, you got something, opponent. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just playing the biggest thing. If you got something to exile it, you exile it. Like, what am I gonna do? I guess they got something. Okay, looks like they don't got something. Alright, we'll play the Courtyard. Call it human. See what we get with our freebies. Alright, we'll take a Catilda. And I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to give the opponent the luxury of tacking into a Wandering Emperor. You're not getting our Jodah that easy, friend. You're going to have to kill it the hard way. Alright. What are they? Is this like some kind of, I guess it could be a bombardment deck, I guess is what this is. Depopulate. That destroys. So let's give Jodah protection. Please don't kill our Jodah. Thank you. And we got a free card because Jodah's multicolor. That was all kinds of nice. I ain't gonna lie. Let's rebuild. No! Why? Why did you tap that? Land arena. Arena. Oh, some days. Some days, I swear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I guess not. We wouldn't have had enough. Okay. Well, if they have another sweeper here, they have it. Another depopulate works this time. Okay, burn down the house. That kind of sort of does something. Yeah, sure. All right. You get rid of those knuckleheads. Recycle this. See if we can find some more things. All right, you kind of work, sort of. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all going to come out the same in the wash, as they say. Sure, take another Thalia. Sounds great. We're going to play this, and we're going to pay the iron price, because I don't have any more mana. Oh, I had to play that first, because Thalia came into play. Ah. Okay, we'll pass. Again, not going to feed them the Jodah easily. They're going to have to work for this. Alright, burn down the house. You got it. Again, going to pay the iron price. We're at 18 this time, so that's my excuse this time to pay it. Alright, another Thalia. Sure. Why not? Let's look at the top cards. Yeah, put that on the bottom. We don't need that thing. Yeah, in the turn, I guess? I mean, we've made them use so much removal. It's just like, What else is there? Okay, about time we found something. Jeez, that helps. Bruh, really? Come on, Johnny, get with the program, friend. You got to be doing more than that. All right, no friends. We do not like such things. We are going to counter target spell. So we were right. It was a bombardment deck. Let's see what's on top of the library. It is a thing we can play, but it's only a 2-mana thing we can play. Can we produce enough to kill the opponent here? That gives us 1920. That is more than enough. Whoo! Good one. So that was actually a pretty interesting adventure. Now, we did have a couple of opponents that conceded early once you start building a board. And I get it. It's no point in them playing that out if they can't recover. But the games that went back and forth were actually pretty entertaining. And truth be told, I was a little surprised we beat the counterspell deck. I didn't think that was going to happen. So that actually worked out really well for us. I will have to admit, though, Torrens was pretty weak. Not real excited about having that. I don't know if maybe that should be another Jaren, or if we should turn that into a 4th Urtai, which I think would probably make a lot of sense. So adding another Urtai to the deck could be the way to go, or even if you want to try Augur of Autumn as a way to draw extra cards effectively, put extra things into play, I could see that being a thing as well. So there's a couple of choices there. I'm going to leave it kind of open-ended. You can decide what works for you and what goes in there. But I think if you want to mess around with the slot, replacing that Torrens is the way to go. It's a neat card. I like it, but it just ended up not fitting overall with what we were trying to do. So it was a neat experiment, but yeah, it can go to the wayside. Everything else I actually kind of liked, and the deck still worked. So, you know, awesome. Kind of surprised. I didn't think it was going to hold up, but it did. So score 1 for the legendary duders. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Corona, the False God. Mostly because this is one of the earliest 5-color cards, and really is so weird in how it works. Basically, every turn, you get to untap and still Corona wherever it is on the board, and then when you attack, you get to choose a creature type, and creatures of that type get a bonus. So everybody just gets to take turns attacking each other with this creature. Yeah, it's weird as it sounds, and I've only even seen it on the battlefield once, so I don't even know who really plays with this. However, it's still worth about $5, even though nobody's playing with it. Maybe $4, but either way, it's not worthless. It's just a really interesting card if you haven't been playing 5 colors, or you're looking for something to just, I don't know, mess with your game table a little bit and get your friends all riled up and, you know, make new friends and enemies at your commander table. Now, if you like today's video and deck list and you want to play something really quirky and different that's still really good, check out this Simic fight rigging deck we put up, because it's also really cool and was surprisingly powerful. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.